So normally this channel is just me kind of um, posting really cool clips that I get while playing games, wide variety of games. But this video is a little bit different because this video is going to be showing you a couple different spots. I'm not sure how many yet, but a couple different spots that I've found so far on the PTR where you can use Hammond's hook ability to get back to point much faster. So yeah, I think there's probably going to be around 10 of them-ish. I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe one for every assault and escort map, or assault, escort, and assault map. Maybe a couple on some of the maps. I don't know, but yeah, I just hope you guys enjoy these spots. Hope you use them, and if you have any other spots that you would like to see, like if you have any spots that I don't mention in this that are really good and useful, then feel free to let me know about them, because I really feel like I'm going to be playing this hero a lot. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy and hope you find these useful. Okay, so this first one would be used if you were defending point A on Volsky Industries and you needed to get back to your team as fast as possible. You go up towards this, you swing off of it, and it sends you right over the courtyard. Bam, you're back to point or choke. Okay, so the second one is on Volsky Industries. If you were attacking point B and you needed to get back to point for overtime or whatever, you would, while coming out of the spawn doors, catapult yourself off that, and you would use the high speed to get back to point a lot faster. Okay, so this third one I'm going to be showing you guys today is one that you would use while attacking point A of Hanamura while you were coming out of spawn. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grapple onto this bridge and use it to catapult yourself up here. Now from here you can shoot down onto the enemy team, tell your team to go in, maybe dive one of their supports if they're back here, because you can, you can dive their supports very effectively if you can do this properly. But a fair warning is that this one is very inconsistent and you will not likely pull it off every time. But if you can pull it off, it's very powerful, as that's something that a tank normally wouldn't be able to do other than like D.Va and Winston. So yeah, that's the third one. So the fourth one I'm going to be showing you guys today is one that you would use if you were defending point A of Hanamura and you needed to get back as fast as possible. So quick side note, there's now 2 doors you can leave through when you're leaving the defender spawn on Horizon Lunar Colony, and you need to go through the left one for this to work. So you go through the left one, you go to the right of this container, and you grapple onto that, and you use the speed to catapult yourself forward. Quick side note, this is one of the most consistent ones I've showed you today, but the biggest downfall to this is that you'll often find yourself hitting this tree, but if you can avoid the tree, it will catapult you like to around here before you lose the top speed, and that will get you almost all the way to point A. Okay, so this fifth one I'm going to be showing you guys today is one that you would use if you were coming out of the defender spawn on Temple of Anubis and you needed to get back to point A as fast as possible, whether that be for overtime or whether that be just because your team needs help and you're the only one that died. So you come out of the left door, you have to come out of the left door on Temple of Anubis, and then while you're coming right here, you hook onto this pole and you use the speed to catapult yourself forward. This, again, is one of the most consistent ones I show you today because I've done it about 5 times now, and I haven't managed to mess it up once, so this one is very consistent and very useful. So the sixth one I'm going to be showing you guys today is one that you would use if you were attacking point A of Temple of Anubis, and let me just show it to you and then I'll explain my thoughts on it. So you're going to want to come right here, you come around this corner, you hook onto this sign, and then you swing up onto the high ground. Now, here are my thoughts on it. This makes it incredibly easy to dive their supports if their supports are right here, and it makes it easy to just initiate. But the thing is, if you're not running a dive comp, your team is just not going to be able to follow up on this, because if you're running like a Reinhardt and a Soldier, they're just not going to be able to follow up on what you just did. So this is only really going to work with a dive comp, but it is very consistent if you are running a dive comp. So I would just I just don't try this if you're not running dive comp again, because I just can't stress that enough, because your team won't be able to follow up on what you just did and you're just going to die and it's going to be feeding. So very consistent, but it's very situational as well. Okay, so the 7th one I'm going to be showing you guys today is going to be used when you are going to defend the point on Eichenwald and you need to get back as fast as possible. So you come out of this spawn, you don't take this wooden pathway right here because then your angle won't be wide enough, but you're going to want to aim as perfectly at that corner as possible. So you want to come around, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and you swing until you're like about to start turning to the left, and it should catapult you right over that wall and pretty much perfectly onto the payload. So the 8th one I'm going to be showing you guys today is also on Eichenwald, but this one is a little different because this is another one where your team is going to have to coordinate with you here, because your team is going to have to push in as soon as you do this, or it's just not going to work and you're just going to die because you're going to be the only one there. But while you're coming around this corner, you hook onto this little side piece and you use it to catapult you over that, use the speed to get behind them, and bam, you're behind them. And now if your team is smart enough, they will come in with you, and you will probably be attacking their supports because that throws you pretty far back. This is a great counter for like the common setup where someone will have an Orisa shield right here, then a Bastion and a Mercy, because it dives onto it really fast. So yeah, that's just a really nice attacking thing if your team can coordinate with you that well. Okay, so the 9th one I'm going to be showing you guys today is one that you would use if you were coming to point A and you were defending point A on Hollywood and you need to get back as fast as possible, whether that have been for like overtime or just to stall, whatever the case may be. You want to do it like right here, and you swing up and you use the momentum to swing yourself right over, right on the point. So this one is kind of hard to pull off. I would say it's about a 50% success rate, but when it does work, it works very effectively because it swings you right over this building, right onto point, and then you can just kind of stall for your team. So this is a really nice one, and it's kind of in the middle as far as how often you can pull it off. So this 10th one I'm going to be showing you guys is one you would use if you were defending the point on King's Row and you just needed to get back to the point as fast as possible to stall. So don't use your hook right here. Right here is bad because when you swing around, there's not much distance for you to capitalize with your speed with. So what you want to do is you want to come around this corner at a wide angle, hit this turn, and then use your speed to catapult yourself to point. It's very simple, very effective. I haven't messed it up, so it's very consistent, and it's just easy to pull off, and like it gets you to point a lot faster. So that's one you should really consider using. So this 11th one I'm going to be showing you guys is useful in two situations. One, you have a dive comp and you're trying to initiate as fast as possible, or two, your team is already fighting on point but you got picked off early, so you need to get back as fast as possible. So this is the flank. You're going to roll past this and you're going to shoot as high as possible, and you're going to use it to catapult yourself right over the wall, right onto point. So this would be good for diving their back line, and it would be good for getting to point as fast as possible if your team was already here and you just happened to get picked off early. Very easy to do, very effective. So the 12th one I'm going to be showing you guys today is one you would use if you were defending the point on Noom Bonnie and you needed to get back as fast as possible. That's kind of the thing for a lot of these, is just getting back to the point as fast as possible. So what you want to do is, while coming out of the left spawn door, you're going to want to hook up to that and use the speed to just catapult yourself forward. I have done this like quite a few times, and every once in a while I'll land on high ground, so that's just kind of a really cool bonus if you end up doing that. But for the most part, it's just to get you back to point as fast as possible so you can stall or whatever. But yeah, pretty easy to pull off and consistent. So yeah, those were my cool spots to swing and get back to point faster for the new hero Hammond. If you have any really cool spots, just like suggest them to me, because I've been looking for them, because I actually plan on playing this hero a lot. So if you know any cool ones, just feel free to let me know. And yeah, see you guys next time.